one of the most beautiful and powerful piyutim recited by Ashkenazim in Musaf, Rosh Hashanah, and Yom Kippur is the wondrous tefillah of Unetaneh Tokef. A tefillah that's recited right before Kedusha, but really a tefillah that very much is part of the Kedusha of Rosh Hashanah. In general, we should mention that Kedusha, of course, as we know, is one of the tefillos that requires a minyan. It is considered to be what's called a davar shebekdusha. Davar shebekdusha means where we have the way the Pri Megadim and Achronim explain hazmana v'aniyah. We have a shiur tzibur initiating a dialogue with the tzibur, and hopefully the tzibur responding to this dialogue. This hazmana v'aniyah, of course, is Kedusha. The Korazel Zevi Omar Kadosh 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 Hashem Tzvakos Meloi Chol Aretz Kvodo. We have a similar phenomena. It's found in Baruch Hu, Baruch Hashem Averach, and the response Baruch Hashem Averach Li'olam Voed. Or in Kaddish, Da'amiram Bi'olma V'yimru. The shiur tzibur says, and the tzibur responds, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbim Bavarach Li'olam Omi Amaya. Davar shebekdusha therefore represents this hazmana v'aniyah, a dialogue between the shiur tzibur and the tzibur, which in fact is a fulfillment of a mitzvah. The pasuk says in Chumash, "V'nigdashti b'toch bnei Yisrael." Kiddush Hashem, a mitzvah of Kiddush Hashem, sanctifying the Shem of Hashem, ba'asara, with a minyan, and therefore this tefillah of Unetaneh Tokef was dafka placed and put amidst the context of the davar shebekdusha. We actually even begin with the language of ubechein l'chal sala kedusha ki atu Elokeinu melech meichel v'salech. What's the source for the tefillah of Unetaneh Tokef, and what exactly is this tefillah all about? Perhaps we'll first mention the source, which is found in the Or Zarua, one of the Sifrei HaRishonim, in his commentary on Shas called Or Zarua. It's published in 2 volumes. Under the section of Rosh Hashanah, the number is Reish Ayin Vav. He writes there the following. I'll read you just a short section, and then we'll examine, of course, the tefillah itself, which is our main interest here, to examine Unetaneh Tokef and look for its structure, as well as the beautiful themes that are found in this tefillah. There, the Azorah reports, Matzasi Michsav Yado Shor Ephraim. I found in the Ksav Yad of Ephraim, one of the Rishonim, Shrab Amnon Magensa Yosad Unetaneh Tokef Al Mikra Hara She'ira. There was a terribly catastrophic and terribly tragic event that occurred, and this tragic event brought about, engendered the chibur of this piyut. Ma'aseh Rav Amnon Magensa. There's a story about Rav Amnon She'al Gadol Ador, who's one of the Gadolei Ador at that time. V'oshi, he was a wealthy person. Umiyuchas, he was someone of tremendous pedigree. V'yefei Torah, v'yefei Mara, he was very simply in his looks. He was someone who was very aristocratic. And what happened was the following: that the Sarim and the Hegmon, apparently the governor and the Sarim, the ministers, we're talking about the non-Jewish ministers, were imploring him, Sheyafach L'dasam, that he should become a non-Jew, he should, God forbid, apostatize, convert. And the Or Zarua continues to report, Vayimayim l'shmalem. Of course, he had absolutely no interest whatsoever in listening to this kind of discussion. But they persisted. Vayikidabim elav yom yom v'lo yisham. They spoke to him on a daily basis. He refused to listen. Vayifsa ba Hegmon, but the Hegmon, the governor, continued to press him. Vayika yom ba'zika malav vayemer. And one day, after all the pressures that they were imposing on him, he said to them the following: Chafetz ani li'vayetz v'lachshav al hadavar ad shlosh yamim. Let me think about the matter for a period of 3 days. And why do you say that? Says the Or Zarua, quoting this letter, he wanted to basically push them away. He had no interest, chas v'sholom, in converting, in apostatizing, but he said, let me think about it for 3 days. The moment he left Some hadavar lilibo, he thought about what he said. Al asher kacha yatsa mipiv, that he articulated such a statement. Lishon safek, that somehow he had some sort of ambivalence. Sheyatzarach shum eitzah machshava lichpor belokim chayim ki'ilu chas v'sholom, they had arisen even a havamina to, God forbid, deny the words of the living God. Vayavu al beisai, he came home, he didn't want to eat, he didn't want to drink, and the Arzarua reports he became very sick. All of his relatives and friends came to console him, and he refused to accept any kind of consolation. He was absolutely distraught. He was beside himself that he had actually even uttered and articulated the idea that, give me 3 days and let me think about it.